Come here, buddy. Did I close the door? Yeah, I did. All right, you ready? You ready? In a westerly direction, car is my train. I've been driving, I've been wondering what it is I'm running from again. Feel like an 80-year-old man holding on to 29. And up ahead on that horizon is a California line. Up ahead of trucks carrying a wide load, prefab house cut in half, cute little front door and 2 windows, my lord. Ain't sure whether to cry or should I laugh. You see, I broke a home up myself once. As I stumbled to that door, I read a note by the dawn's light. Said, don't you come round here anymore. Life had enough. Hardest freedom of the road. Never was good decisions. At least that's what I've been told. Oh, good people, good people, good people. What is happening? There's been something, baby, I've been trying to say. One age and it seems I don't know how. With the past and the future now surrounding me, surrender to whatever cheap thrill can be found. There's been a little trouble since you came to my rescue. And if you like all of the rest, I would have quit you long ago, but I couldn't do that. Oh, tell me now, women and why never went too well. Make a man crazy, make him cold as hell. I know, woman, that you wish me well, but in spite of your trying, I'm still gonna have to find my own way through. Yeah. Like the mist of morning, my dream remains. What is going on, good people? All right. You're on the yellow sticky FYI. Wait. Oh, okay. Wait. What? You're on the yellow sticky FYI. Okay. Now I can see. Oh, I see. I stepped on your ability to edit. Got it. Producer Brandon freaking out because he doesn't have sticky. Oh, man. Is that hair AI? Yeah, it's we've got some Hawaii 5-0 action going on today. I don't know what to tell you. You know, the 70s called. They want your hair back, their hair back. Oh, I was going into withdrawal for those 3 minutes because we were late. Don't tell Source Camp. She's going to come in here and be all guilty that she was late. So you can't admit it. I'll tell you my favorite story on being late. I think I've told it in here before. So we talked to someone about Storyvine, and they're a major direct marketing skin brand. We'll leave it at that. And we talked to them, and they're like, "Oh, Storyvine sounds interesting. Would you be willing to fly out to San Francisco to meet with us and tell my team about it?" Sure. So we booked flights. We're all excited. We fly to San Francisco. We book a lot of other meetings because that's how we roll. We show up to the place and we say, "Hey, we're here to meet so-and-so. Really excited to meet her. Glad to be here." The response was, "Can you prove you have a meeting with her?" And we were like, "Well, we've got some plane tickets from Denver to San Francisco because we were asked to fly out here at her request." So they're like, they were kind of stuck. So I said, "Well, she's in a meeting for the hour that we were supposed to meet with her. So can you wait?" We'll wait. So then the hour passes. We go meet with her team. Like, there's like 3 people in there. They don't know who we are. We're in there for 20 minutes. She walks into the room, sits down, doesn't acknowledge a thing. Just said, "What are you guys talking about? Show me what you got. Let's go." Didn't fucking acknowledge it. That's the height of corporate douchebaggery. What are we going to talk about tonight? I want to talk a little bit about OpenAI. I think OpenAI is currently in the process of jumping the shark, with Chatgpt becoming functionally unusable. And I don't mean unusable like you can't use it. I mean unusable like you can't use it at its best. The whole reason ChatGPT became popular was because they took all the technical choices away from the end user. They just made it the chat hole. That's all it was. It was just the chat hole. And I don't necessarily blame them or any of the frontier model companies for falling into this challenge. But because they're all copying each other, and because all of them are copying OpenAI, the problem that OpenAI has and is proliferating extends across all of the large language models. Anthropics is one that is slightly better. They've hidden some of the shit within Anthropic, but it's just really bad. So I'm going to show you. There's some new shit in OpenAI, and normally, not only do I know there's new shit in there, I know why it's in there. I know what it is. I know how to get to it. I know how to use it, and I know why you would use it. It's in there. I don't give a shit. It's in there, and I do not give a shit. The health benchmark announcement from OpenAI. That's an interesting one. I haven't read up on it, so I'm not educated on it. We could certainly go look at it. There's also an interesting paper from Google DeepMind today, which I think might be worth going to look at together. Let's see, Veil and Wash. What is going on over here? Why am I? Oh, I see. My ChatGPT was humming. Now they fucked with it. Its name is Kai now. Mr. IT's named his ChatGPT Kai. Well, mine's Quinn. Here, let me go show you something. Let me flip over. YouTube question. Hey, Kyle, James Duder, at some point, can we see the render that was running when you signed off? Yes. What was that? That was Hedra, right? Is it here? I think it's here. Oh, yeah, I think I watched a little of it. It was not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Yeah, we'll do this because it's a nice little entertaining start while we get some more people in here. Tabs for audio. Yep, exactly. I'm working on that now. Okay. So here we go. So, for those of you that were not here last night, the process to get to this video was the little kid with the marbles in the sweater and the hat and the tan pants. That was a picture of me, a storyboard done in Keynote with just block shapes, basically, that said, here's where the kid is, here's where the marbles are. And then we put him on a schoolyard. And then the two guitar guys were made after we went over and made this song in Suno called Marble Man. And they were really cool. And then someone said, hey, could you use, so what we used was Runway ML has this new thing called references. And you can put up to 3 images in there. But what you can do is you can sort of put a bunch of people on one image and label them. Like, here's Jim, here's Sally, here's this. So we basically said, take these 2 guitar players and put them behind the kid with the marble. Yeah. And so here's how it rendered out.
Marbles, they call me the Marbles Man. Marbles, my favorite one's my closest friend. Marbles, I see them rolling marbles aren't just a dream. They're as real as you or me. I'm in love with my marbles. Ain't that insane?
So anyway, so that's that. So I took this video, I put it up on Yield Internet. I finally got Twitter to upload a video. It took me, I don't know, 15 attempts. Way to go, Elon. He's you know, literally launching and catching skyscrapers and making people who can't speak again. But you can't upload a fucking video to Twitter. Anyway, I got it to upload, and then I put it up, and I put up a whole instruction thing on how it was put together. It got like 3 views. I am so fucking sick of Twitter. So if you want to go, if you would like to support the channel, go to X and click on my account. Let's see. We'll do it together. Go to the Twitter. Go to the Twitter and go to @KyleShannon. And then I think it should be one of these. Yeah, right here. Look at this. So I put up this awesome post, Marble Man Enjoy. And then I did a comment like, here's all the instructions. Like, here's all the images I used. I described the whole fucking thing. 85 views. No comments. So, you know, go give it some love. I just, the engagement algorithm, if you don't have fucking 100,000 followers on Twitter, you just get dick. It's just, it's demoralizing. Joy Purdy, X's crickets for me too, Kyle. Yeah, it's really fucking frustrating. And like Joy puts out amazing stuff, right? Amazing content all the time. It's just maddening. Anyway, enough bitching about social media. Nobody likes me. Nobody pays attention to my stuff. I don't have any reach. Yeah. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? All right. Can we use Zapier? We can. To do what? To get people to go click on my shit? Yeah, we could make an automation that just goes and finds people and randomly logs into their accounts and has them log into my account and click on shit. We could do that. Okay, let's go to Chatgpt. Ah, look, this was the little starting image that led to marbles. Shit, marbles. All right, that was the start image. Come with me. You'll need to switch to the big TV screen and rock the sound. The Kyle Rubin. Kyle Rubin. Yeah, there you go. Rick Rubin. I think Rick Rubin, he must have a new publicist. Because you knew about Rick for a while, and he had his book came out and people followed him, but now like he's got this new show. If you haven't seen it on YouTube, I think it's called Tetragrammaton, which I'm sure means something cool, but it feels to me like it should be Tetragrammatron, but it's Ton. And it's like 2.5 hour interviews where he just sits there cross-legged, you know, playing with stuff and just talking to cool people. It's pretty cool. So if you haven't seen it yet. Oh, it's Little Kyle. It is Little Kyle. Source Camp, you're late. Again, listen, one of the things that I think we've talked about multiple times is like being late is not an option, right? You've made a commitment. Your commitment is to be here to hear Champy. This isn't about me, Kelly. It's not about me. It's about the dog. He misses you. Okay. Black bar. Yes, fine. Fine. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna make a new thing here. A new chat. So here we are on Chatgpt. A couple of things are emerging. What? How do I get rid of that thing? Okay, by doing that. They've added long-term memory to ChatGPT, but it is increasingly appearing like it's only looking back at your past year, not the entire chat history. Which, if that's the case, that's kind of shitty. That will get better, right? The fact that they can do it for a year means that they can do it longer. It's just, they don't want to spend the cycles or whatever it is, or the hard drive space or whatever it might be. Source Camp's rebuilding her entire website. Oh, Jim Ross. I don't know if Jim Ross is in here tonight. He sent me a thing on LinkedIn. He used Lovable.Dev to create his own community site. So, like, on the AI Salon, we're using Mighty Networks. Jim had Lovable create a standalone community site for the self-storage community. And it's better than anything out there for any of the self-storage community. And in showing it to industry people, the first question they asked was, can we give you money to put our brand inside this thing? Absolutely remarkable. Using AI. Yeah, he used AI to build a community site. That's Lovable.Dev. Oh, am I asking? So wait. Wow, Jim, I'd love to see that. Yeah, exactly. Kelly, what are you using to build your site? Are you using AI? Oh, Kelly is using it. What are you using? Which tool are you using? Oscar, you always have great stuff here, Kyle. Hang in there. You'll skyrocket. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's been 2.5 years. If I was going to skyrocket, I think I would have skyrocketed by now. I think the market for fat, saucy Gen Xers is just not what it used to be. I posted my method. Keep reading. Oh, I gave chat my web address and asked it to rework every page, giving me an image. Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. It's unbelievable. Okay, so now that Kelly has good mouthed OpenAI, let me bad mouth them a bit. So here we got our ChatGPT, right? About a month ago, OpenAI launched, about 2 months ago, Sam Altman said, there's a new version of 4.0, and then we're going to launch 0.3, which confused the shit out of people because they're like, well, wait, isn't 0.3... Like, I'm seeing posts on Twitter right now, like, how come 0.3 seems to be giving me better answers than 4.0? Isn't it an older model? No, it's not. You didn't pay attention to where the O was. 4.0, 0.3. No, they're completely different things, right? So they've already got the fucking naming nightmare, right? So they launched that, and Sam says not to worry. Sometime in the next month or two, so maybe by May, we're going to launch GPT-5. And GPT-5 is going to take all this naming nonsense and consolidate it into a single model where you just talk to it and the model will figure out what to do. Okay? Awesome. About a month ago, just before May, old Sammy Boy came out and said, hey, great news. Here's model 4.1. And is it 4.10? Wait, hang on. Wait, why do I not have it now? Did they already take it away? Wait, do I need to reload? Maybe I didn't reload. Okay, yeah, it's in there now. So it's, okay, so 4.1 Is not 410. Okay. Okay. See, like I said, we're just at a fucking disaster now. So about a month ago, he says, good news, we're coming out with 4.1. Oh, by the way, I know we said GPT-5 was launching, but it's not. It turns out consolidating all these models into some sort of model picker kind of thing is harder than we thought it would be. So that's going to be kind of a couple of months from now. So I'm thinking like June, July, August, like GPT-5 is sometime midsummer or later. And he said, so here's two new models, GPT 4.1 and 4.1 high, or mini, 4.1 and 4.1 high. They were only available in the API, which I was cool with that because it's like, great. There's some new, cheaper, faster 4.1 model that the developers have. Great. One of the cool things about 4.1 is it had a 1 million token context window, that's good. If you don't know what context windows are, it's basically like your chat's short-term memory. All right. Jim LinkedIn comment. Jim Ross, I'm happy to showcase the site I made. Yes, I would love for you to do that. You can do it on office hours on Friday. You could even do it tonight if you want to, Jim. If you reach out to Brandon, or Brandon can reach out to you, I'm happy to have you come up here. But if you're sitting there in your jammies and, you've got like, I don't know, cereal in your hair and don't want to come on screen, that's cool too. But I would love to see it tonight because I think it's really exciting, and I want to hear like what people said about it. So if you're willing to do it tonight and Friday, that'd be awesome. So anyway, today they put 4.1 into Chatgpt. Now they hid it under other models. So look at this fucking disaster we've got now. We've got 4.0. Okay, the O means omnimodal, right? Remember when I did this? Turned into a whole fucking rage post, right? Explaining these things that people seem to enjoy that post. 4.0 is the omnimodal, multimodal model that does pictures, right? 4.5 is this sort of like appendage that is not multimodal. It's just kind of better at writing and kind of has personality. And David Shapiro thinks that this is going to be the coordinating model when GPT-5 starts navigating between models. He thinks that that's what this is going to be used for. But no one knows that. And so people don't know. They think 4.5 is just 4.0, but better. But you can't make images with this one. Then you have 0.3, but because it's lower than 4.0, people assume it's older and worse. This is the big Mac Daddy fucking reasoning model, right? Then you've got 0.4 mini and 0.4 mini high. These are the newer reasoning models that are in no way related to 4.0. They're standalone mini reasoning models. And now we've got 0.1 Pro and we've got GPT 4.1 and GPT 4.1 mini. What the fuck are they doing? Like, fucking retire something. This is ridiculous. Like, this is, at this point, like, this is beyond satire. And I mean, I get it. You've got capabilities that people want to have access to the capabilities, but like, I pay attention to this shit every fucking day. And of all these models, I definitely know what 4.0 does. I don't know what 4.5 does. I don't know what it's good at. I don't know what it's not good at. I've used it a couple of times. It hasn't blown me away. Other people say it's completely blown them away, and that's their daily driver. But they're obviously not making images. And then 0.3 is really good, but I don't like, if I'm going to use something that's reasoning like, I tend to use 0.3 because that's the bigger, beefier model. But I only know that because I pay attention to this shit. I don't know when to use. I don't use 0.4 mini at all. I use 0.4 mini high or 0.3. I don't use 0.1 Pro anymore. And I don't think I'm ever going to fucking use 4.1. I'm not even going to test it. Like, who gives a shit? The only people paying this close attention to the nuances of the models are developers. So I don't know if Pate's in here, but I tend to be a bit of a suck up to OpenAI because I think they're just the best at everything right now. But this is like they've officially jumped the shark. This is just ChatGPT is becoming unusable. Like I'm paying $200 a month to have Operator. I've never fucking used it. It's a whole separate site. It's a whole separate thing. Apparently, I need to verify this device. Fuck it. No. Not verifying shit. This is Unwieldy Wednesday. Welcome to the AI Learning Lab. My name's Kyle Shannon. I'm not drunk. Oh my God. All right. Wind down Wednesdays. Oh. So anyway, have you tried ChatGPT? It's really good. I mean, like what Kelly did, like what it can do is remarkable, but what they're doing to it is inexcusable. Like no one gives a shit. They got to have stats on this. They've got to have stats on this. Most users don't change their defaults. So that means most users are using GPT 4.0. And then some advanced users are probably using 03 and probably using 04 mini high because they run out of credits on 03. I would be shocked if the other models had, statistically any usage at all. Fucking bury them. Just hide them. We're not developers. Developers are going to go build shit on the playground, and they need all the models, and they understand the differences and what they cost and the speed and what they're good at and what they're not good at. TikTok question. When should I use a reasoning model? That's a great question. It's a really good question. Some people are using 03 as their daily driver, right? They're just using 03 instead of using 4.0. But I would say in general, it's when you've got a question or a problem or a research project that definitely has multiple steps in it and could benefit from those multiple steps. Okay, when you use 4.0 and you say, let's see, I'm thinking about a marketing plan for storyvine.com. And I just hit that. It says, great, let's build one. What's your main goal right now? So it asks you a few questions. And then it says, here's your marketing plan. So 4.0 just kind of, you give it a prompt and it just kind of vomits out an answer. Well, to really do a marketing plan, you'd need to do things like, research competitors and think about the market you're in and all that sort of stuff, right? So if I go to 03 and I say, let me restart this. I'm thinking about a marketing plan for, and this is a really shitty prompt, by the way, storyvine.com. Oops, not storyvine.co. Stop. Storyvine.com. And so it says thinking. And so it says the user wants marketing ideas for Storyvine. A general location isn't crucial. I could create a marketing strategy using my internal knowledge, but I should do a web search first. The user prefers, so if I expand this, these things that it's talking to right here are not my answer. This is its internal logic, right? So the user wants this. I could create a marketing strategy, but I should probably do some research. The user prefers original and innovative ideas. So I'm thinking of modern creative marketing approach. So this is using its knowledge of me. So it's thinking internally. Then it searched the web. So it searched Storyvine video storytelling platform 2025 press release, guided video platform, customers healthcare, looking at a bunch of other stuff, Outbrain, 7 more things. The user values originality. I'm thinking interactive Vine sprints, UGC, AI video challenge, marketing play for storyvine.com. So now it gives me the answer. So I would say that when you use a reasoning engine, and certainly if you have anything involving math or analysis, definitely use O3. Or O4 Mini High. That's really good at analysis too. This prompt that I gave it didn't really dig into its chops, but one of the things that O3 can do is it can create its own tools. So let's say that not only did I want a Storyvine marketing plan, but I wanted, I don't know, the revenue results from a bunch of competitors, or I wanted what are the pharma brands that are launching in 2025 and 2026, and what's the expected marketing spend on those? And then I wanted to do some analysis across all those companies. O3 can write its own tools in Python and execute them as part of the thinking process. So you use a reasoning engine whenever you want. Basically, if you've got something where you want a much more considered, thoughtful answer, or it's a more complicated project, that's when to use it. Jim Ross is busy tonight. Daughter's volleyball game, but at least he's logged in here. This is good. You're in his ear. Okay, Jim. Awesome. So anyway, does that answer your question, Jim Buckley? Got it. Beautiful. All right. Let's see. I think they have all the models so they can throw them at benchmarks and show up on the list more often. Yeah, but the models in ChatGPT itself are not what shows up in those benchmark models. That's shit coming from their API, right? They launched those things like the benchmarkers are putting models in there from the systems. It's not coming from the commercial ChatGPT. I mean, that's what I'm talking about, is the commercial version of ChatGPT. And even if you're right, you might be right. Like, it's possible that those benchmarking things are using core ChatGPT, but I don't think they are. I think they're using the API. But you've got, they now have 700 million users on this platform. 700 million users. How many of those are engineers? Like globally, programmers and engineers is about 1%. So let's make it really generous and say that 20% of those 700 million people are engineers on ChatGPT. 80% of the people don't give a shit about all these models. And not only don't give a shit, it's confusing the crap out of them. It's like distorting the brand. They're like, I don't know what to do here. Like, why? What is all this? Who are these fucking techno bro, fucking NFT bro, San Francisco motherfuckers? And they're right. All right. We need a dancing robot. We do need a dancing robot. Let's go look at the dancing robot. And here's the other thing. I read the Mr. Strawberry thing the other night, and then I realized it was probably too hypey. But there's some stuff coming down the pipe where I think we're just going to see incredibly more powerful tools in the next 2 months. Wait, YouTube question. This might be a dumb question. Probably not. But are the models connected in any way? Kind of. So it used to be worse. This is a little bit better. Okay, so I just did this. This O3 reasoning thing for my marketing plan, right? Well, I can now switch to GPT 4.5, and it's supposed to be better at writing. Oh, that's interesting. It says, do you like this personality? I've never seen that prompt before, or that thumbs up, thumbs down. So let's see if we like the personality. Short form user-generated video is devouring B2B attention. Nearly every budgets for video. 84% of buyers say a brand's video convinced them to purchase, and social platforms have become the new center of gravity. But pure UGC is a compliance nightmare. That's what we say in regulated industries. Storyvine's structured, guided workflow is the missing middle. Authentic like UGC, yet brand safe and repeatable. Yep, which it got from our website, by the way. Structured authenticity at scale. Capture real voices, control the story, publish in minutes. Yeah, I like this. I think that's good. So we'll give that a thumbs up. But anyway, okay. So now I've switched to, I can't give it a thumbs up. Oh my God. Interface people. Thanks for your feedback. Okay. Now I'm in 4.5. So I could say, give me a list of 20 LinkedIn article ideas that are pharma relevant, very catchy, and compelling. So the fact that I can switch models in the same conversation does kind of make them related. And this is kind of what Altman promised was when we get GPT-5, it's going to be doing this navigating for us, right? He acknowledged 3 months ago that the naming convention is a shit show, and they're aware of it. But because technology is technology and you can't launch stuff as fast as you think you can, they're perpetuating it and making it worse. And at this point, I think they've jumped the shark. Pharma's video marketing crisis, why authenticity isn't optional. The end of boring compliance videos. Structured authenticity is here. How pharma can create 10x more content with 80% less risk. MLR bottleneck. This is great. I'm going to say, write me the first 3 articles. Oh, we'll do something interesting here. Okay. See the link below. In defense of OpenAI. From who? Oh, I see. You had ChatGPT defend itself? No, fuck that. I'm not giving that any oxygen. No. Nice try, producer Brandon. I like it. I like the moxie, but no. Okay. Article 1, Pharma's video marketing crisis. Why authenticity isn't optional. Pharma marketing is at a crossroads. The era of polished, overly scripted commercials is losing relevance as audiences increasingly tune out content that feels artificial. Today's healthcare consumers, patient, healthcare providers, and advocates demand authenticity. But in a highly regulated industry like pharma, how can marketers deliver? The solution lies in structured authenticity. That's pretty good. It's not bad. Everyone knows compliance videos, usually dry, monotonous, and instantly forgettable. They tick regulatory boxes, but often fail to engage or educate the audience effectively. For pharma companies, these videos represent the missed. Okay, that's great. So now what I could do is I could flip over to GPT 4.0 and now say, make me a, let's see, loose pencil sketch image for article 1. TikTok pin. Ray Edwards, the key is authenticity. Once you take away that, once you can fake that, anything is possible. Yeah, and I think we're so I think Ray, I think you're onto something, but the authenticity things, I have a whole company based on it. So I've been thinking about this for a long time. I think you can have non-human avatars authentically share stories. And if those stories are relevant and they're authentically expressed from the point of view of the avatar, from the persona, then there's a like an authentic consistency from the intention of the persona to tell a particular kind of story. And if they tell that well from that point of view, there's an integrity in that. It doesn't mean it's human, but there's an authenticity to that. So I think there is a way to do authentic storytelling without a human. But you're onto something big here. Our social networks are already polluted with bots. They're polluted with bots. And so one of the reasons that I've been talking up for, I don't know, 2.5 years now, year and a half, World ID is that it's the first scalable proof of personhood that doesn't require you to give up your identity, but it proves who you are. So I think we're going to start to see applications and social networks that require proof of personhood. Even within that, like, so what we'll have is social networks where you know that when I post something, it's me, the human, posting it. But me, the human, I can post inauthentic bullshit on my channel, even though you know it's coming from a person. I can generate shitty, inauthentic content and share that as well. So what you're talking about is absolutely critical, but I think it's very, very nuanced. Ray also gave me some roses. Great, thank you very much. Comment from Jeff. I copy pasted whole sections of chat from a custom GPT that I liked into 4.0, and it became that custom GPT's personality, only with chat memory. Very cool. That's a great use case. Oh, look at this. That's pretty cute. Pharma's video marketing crisis. Why authenticity isn't optional. I've been working with 11 labs on character AI to recreate my son's persona. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Listen, I think that's going to be a huge use case. You know, lost people, forgotten people, people with Alzheimer's. I lost my dad to Alzheimer's. So, you know, imagine him being able to interact with people that are familiar to him, that are there 24/7, you know, have infinite patience, will tell the stories over and over and over again without growing weary. I think this avatar digital twin thing is just going to be an incredibly powerful thing. There's so much talk. It's funny, when I was in Washington, D.C. 2 weeks ago, one of the staffers that we were talking to was like, well, she was kind of bragging. Well, we've not for nothing, but we've done legislation against deep fakes. And I was like, cool, like, great, understand that. I said, but you know, the technology behind deep fakes can be very beneficial. And she like got this look on her face, like, where are you going, boy? What's going on here? And I told her some examples of, you know, some of the examples from the salon where people are using avatars and digital twins in really powerful ways as like an augmentation of themselves or an extension of themselves. And they're choosing to do it. They haven't been deep faked. They're using their own digital twin to do marketing or do communications in some way. And she hadn't considered it. And so it's like we're just in this weird, we're in this weird Luddite phase where, because the technology is powerful and profound and accelerating, people are like doubly afraid of it. And so they're pushing back on it, and they're, you know, they're legislating from a place of fear. And man, does it do it a disservice. So anyway, Kakif, did you know custom GPTs that have less than 8,000 characters generate quicker? Oh, interesting. I did not know that. Makes sense. Did you know that custom GPTs now use the new image generation model, which is nice? World ID will still force the authorities to give up your identity for law enforcement. Well, so, okay. So what you're talking about is really nuanced. It's okay. World ID does not know who you are. You can have a World ID without it being attached to your name. Now, here's the nuance and the subtlety. They have all these things called micro apps or mini apps or something like that. It's basically like the App Store for World ID. And there's all these little apps. Some of those apps you don't put your name into. Like there's a surveying app, and you can take surveys, and I think they pay you WorldCoin or something like that. You don't have to put your name in that. But there are going to be other apps, like, say, if OpenAI comes out with a social network, which they've talked about, they are working on. Well, in your social network, you're probably going to put your name and maybe your address and then all your pictures and all that sort of shit. And that will certainly be able to be associated with your World ID, but don't collapse the two. Because World ID itself is independent from who you are. It's just, it is literally tied to, is the fingerprint of your retina unique against the fingerprints of the retinas in the database? They're not keeping the biometric data. They're just taking the hash and comparing it to the other fingerprints, basically. But practically what you're saying is true because people will use free apps, right? If OpenAI gives us a free alternative to X that doesn't suck and just has people in it, no bots, people are going to use it, and they're going to voluntarily give up all their personal data, and then you've got a good point. Dancing robot, then DeepMind. That's good. Retinas have fingers. They do. Have you never looked in an eye? You look through the pupil. They've got this special machine at the glasses place. If I've seen videos of it, you look in there, and on the back of the retinas, there's like little fingers going, "Hey, how's it going?" It's amazing. It's amazing. All right. I understand. Thanks, Kyle. Fantastic. Fantastic, Bob. Tell him what he's won. I'm working on mine as a project to leave my kids so they can talk to me when I'm ascended. Yeah, it's beautiful, Kimberly. Love it. Love it. I mean, like the psychology of being able to talk to you after you've passed. And also there's Neurolink patient number 3. I was actually just watching a YouTube video on this before I came in here. Neuralink. So if you don't know what Neuralink is, it's the Elon Musk brain implant that's got like 60 electrodes that goes into your brain. And Number 3, patient number 3 is a guy that's got ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, and he can't use his voice. How do I get out of this thing? Let's see. What did I do? Oh, there we go. He can't use his voice. He's got Lou Gehrig's disease. And so they took audio recordings of him when he could talk, right? And they made a voice model for him. And so now they've got this chat app where people can talk to him, and the chat app translates what the people are saying, uses AI to come up with suggested responses, and then he uses Neurolink to navigate and choose the response, and he responds to them in his voice, which that's just fucking insane, right? Really cool. Fucking insane. But I like the psychology of being able to talk with loved ones after they've passed, or even be able to go back and talk to, like, you know, great grandpa Jim. Like maybe you got some recording from the 20s of great grandpa Jim, and now you're talking to him based on all of his writings or something like that. Like the psychology of that, like is that going to aid in the grieving process? Is it going to delay the grieving process? Does it transform the grieving process? I just, the thing about AI is, like, everywhere you point it, it's going to completely transform the way we do things. Not just take jobs, right? Again, like I feel like everything is so fucking reductionist at this point. It's just like, AI is going to take jobs. Yeah, it's going to create jobs too, jerk. But what it is going to absolutely do is transform everything. Every job, every interaction, the definition of psychology and psychologists and therapists, and like, what is a human's role when you've got something that is infinitely compassionate, non-judgmental, and knows every psychological approach in the history of humankind, and adapts to everything you've ever talked about and never forgets anything. What's the role of the human? I think there is one, but I think a lot of the skills required for a therapist to have a lot of that knowledge become less important. But there's something that they have that's going to be more important, right? And like, what's that balance look like? I don't know. I just know it's not going to be the same. Joe DeCalt, so what you're saying is that even when we die, we're still going to be forced to talk with our annoying family. Exactly. You know what's funny is, like, even within a single family dynamic, right? You know, mom dies or dad dies, and now brother and sister get to talk to dad. All right. Maybe sister was daddy's little girl and she loves dad. She's like, awesome, I can't wait to talk to dad. And, you know, the brother was like, he never loved me, fucking asshole. He's like, I don't want to talk to that asshole ever again. And then all he hears is his sister talking to dad. Now maybe he can actually reconcile with dad because dad's now this compassionate entity. But just fucking everything's going to transform. Anyway, all right. I'm constantly taking pictures and video of my parents. Absolutely. You should absolutely do that. They no longer even argue because they know. That's really cool. Really, really cool. People can literally take their argument AIs in the other room while they finish Thanksgiving dinner. That's awesome. The role of the human is to maintain the AI. Exactly. Well, no, so seriously, like, if I think about something like therapy, and let's take it out of therapy, because mental health gets weird when you start getting into mental health. Just gets really sticky really quick. Let's take physical therapy. So you break your knee, or whatever you do, you tear a meniscus, and you go in for surgery, and there's a 6-week recovery and then a year of rehab. and you go have your surgery, and you come out, you're groggy with surgery, and the doctor goes, "Hey, how you doing, Kyle? You know, here's what we did. And the meniscus, and there was a fold, and it was a parrot beak tear, and everything was successful. You should be on your feet, and I'm going to write you a prescription for a physical therapist, right? Great. And then you don't remember what the fuck he said. And then you meet with your physical therapist, and again, your physical therapist knows all this stuff. You had this kind of meniscus tear, and we're gonna move your knee like this, and I'm gonna do that, and then I'll see you in a week. Okay. And then you fucking hobble out of there, and you hurt, and you're on fucking drugs. And you're like, what did she say? What? Oh God. Imagine her being able to say, hey, here's the virtual me. It knows your case. It knows exactly what happened. It knows what stage you're at. Anything that I just told you, it knows. And you can talk to it 24/7. And it'll sound like me, right? Like that's, let's go 2 years in the future. So I've got virtual therapist on my phone, and I can talk to my virtual physical therapist. And at some point, I'm talking to the virtual physical therapist, and the virtual physical therapist says, what you're describing sounds a lot like an infection. Get your ass to the hospital, right? Like it will be smart enough to know, okay, we need to not be talking to virtual physical therapy lady. We either need to be going back into physical therapy for an emergency knee resetting, or we need to be going to the hospital because we have an infection or something like that. So I can see there being handoffs where these things get smart enough to recognize where that boundary is. And so that's pretty cool. All right. TikTok comment. I also have a virtual mental therapist that sounds just like Sam Elliott. Soothing. That's very nice. I made my physical therapist an app with Lovable. Oh, that's so cool, Silver Fox. That's really good. He gives folksy advice. That's awesome. Yeah, Sam Elliott has that awesome voice, doesn't he? Yeah, how's it going? I can't even get down that low. How's it going, Kimberly? Yeah, I can't. I've been talking too much up here, so my lower vocal folds right now are not cooperating. Okay, what was I going to do, Brandon, next? What's skeleton? Oh, dancing robot. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I think I'm going to post this. I'm just going to save this as a... All right, it's PNG. All right. All right, we're going to grab article number 1. By the way, so what I'm doing right here, is what the fuck is going on with LinkedIn? Oh, TikTok. Start a post. I think should it be an article? Maybe it should be an article. Write an article. And it should come from Storyvine. Oh, I got to make this 1920 by 1080. Okay, let's go back to Chatgpt. So we'll close that out. Scroll on down, say, I need it to be a wide image for LinkedIn. It's what's for dinner. Drink the tequila and it will lower your voice. Oh, don't read it or anything before I post it. I read that article. But let's go look at it. Here, we'll put it here. Wait, what just happened? I'm confused. Oh, I see what I did. So this is dead. There's that. I'll get rid of that. That's not really long enough, is it? Let's go back to ChatGPT. Okay, so here's a good example. All right, so we have this article. Let's go back here. We'll go to let's go to 03. Is this all the articles? Yeah, it is. So I'm going to go. Let's see. For Article 1, it's a little thin. Do some research to back it up and beef it up. Now, I could use within Canvas, I'll show you that in a second. Within Canvas, you can just tell it to what is it doing? Is it thinking right now? There we go. Within Canvas, you can tell it to make things longer or shorter. But I want to use 03 to actually think about Article 1. Researching to enhance the article. The user wants to beef up the article, Pharma's video marketing crisis. This would involve gathering data. All right. Once I have the info, I'll replace Article 1. I'll gather the sources and update the article. It's done some research. I fucking love the future. This is, if you've got ADD, what it's doing right now is the whole reason ChatGPT is your friend. It's actually doing the research for me. Yes. Now, to Brandon's point, I should probably actually read it. There was a really funny TikTok. I think Brandon sent it to me today, of a high school yearbook. Someone paid $65 for their high school yearbook. And one of the paragraphs, they left the ChatGPT, if you'd like me to modify this in any way, let me know. They left it in the article. It wasn't used. Yeah. Oh, it was in a sort of group chat within TikTok. It was pretty funny. Got to take the dog for the walk. See y'all later. Take care, Kimberly. Thanks for sharing. He is his own theme music. I am my own theme music. Okay, Article 1, key takeaway. 2025 isn't the year to consider authentic video. It's the year you get left behind if you don't. The data behind the crisis. Consumers crave the real thing. That's pretty good. What's at stake? All right, fuck it. Let's just grab it all. To Brandon's point, you're not just going to stick that in and publish it, are you? Yep. I'll read it quickly. Boom. All right. And then let's go look at our picture. Did we get our picture? Oh, maybe I stopped it. Network error occurred. Let's see. Thought for retry. There's my picture. Okay. I need something went wrong. Please try reloading the conversation. Oh. Reload the conversation. Okay. I need the image in wide format and use colored pencils in Falto blue and orange. Story vines. Colors. Also, don't make the lady so sad. Should we talk about how it hallucinates references? I don't know. Let's go look at the references. State of video marketing, Weisel. Video marketing statistics. That's right. Power of patient testimonials, LinkedIn article. These look pretty good. MLR guide, Pfizer case, VisEven. These look good. So what Brandon's bringing up is Chatgpt. Okay, again, there was a question asked earlier, when do you use a reasoning model? When Chatgpt just vomits out an answer. So when you're using 4.0 and it just, you give it a prompt and it gives you an answer. That's not as accurate as if it thinks about what it's doing. So when I asked it to go do research and it went through those steps of, I should do this and I should do that and I should go research things and take what I learned and rewrite the article, because it's doing all those steps, it's actually checking these things. So yeah, you should still check to make sure that these things work, but I think you can trust them a lot more than you could before. Okay, that we're going to pull. The data behind it, consumers crave the real thing, with quotes. Healthcare buyers are no different. Short form video is pharma's blind spot. TikTok style clips now command 33% of total marketing spend, yet most pharma brands still allocate less than 10% of the budgets to it. I'm just going to say social videos. Compliance bottlenecks are the culprit. An Adobe study shows the average MLR cycle is now at 21 days. Storyvine authenticity, a way out. Pain point. What the fuck is this? Pain point traditional, approach structured dash video, fix MLR churn, 21-day average linear. This looks like notes of its thinking. That's really fucked up. All right, so let's go yell at it. Oh, that's nice. All right. Well, it's not nice. It's fine. It's fine for this. Okay. Here's a new wide. Okay, that's good. But it gave us orange and blue Falto. I'm going to just say the quality of the sketch sucks. Can you up the game and make it an HCP? Let's make it a female HCP in a white coat with stethoscope. Listen, I've told you on this channel many times, if you're just trying to show people that AI can do something, that's easy to do on a show like this. If you actually want to do actual work, it's much more boring, because you have to, okay, if you're new to AI, how many people here? We got 41 and 53. So this is probably, you're probably mostly people that know about this. But if you're new to AI, one of the tropes, one of the things that people think about AI is you push a button and out comes stuff, right? Which technically that's what the tool does. But most people who are doing good work with AI, that's not how they work. How they work is, oh, I kind of have an idea. It vomits out some stuff. You look at the stuff. You go, let me get some more stuff. Oh, that's not right either. Do this, do that, right? All that sort of stuff. So this process that I'm going through right now, where I'm like, oh, that's kind of good. Oh, but it's kind of not. That's just the way it is. That's kind of how it goes. And then this chopped off the words. Oh my God. Now you chopped off the words. Make sure all the words fit in the wide image. You ninny. You can technically call your ChatGPT bot a ninny. It is acceptable in large language model bullying ethics. There's a book out written by Vicky Baptiste, the ethics of talking constructively to your LLM. Ninny is an acceptable term. Okay? All right. The user wants a cleaner, better image. Oh, that's interesting. I had it do the images in 03 in the reasoning model, which is probably stupid. Your fan club has completed the first stage of the club quest. That's probably because Mr. IT has his iPad fucking going crazy on us. We're up to 40,000 likes, people. If what you're thinking is, Kyle, you couldn't possibly be that popular, you're correct. Did it make a square fucking image? It did. Stop. God damn it. Now you made the image square. Make it wide. Good Lord. Good Lord. How much extra does it cost to call your LLM a name? It doesn't cost anything, but if you want it not to take you out when it becomes a physically embodied in a robot, that's extra. If you bully your ChatGPT now, your robot's not going to be very friendly to you. That's funny. I'm getting the business from the producer. He says I'm not keeping on point tonight. I'm just trying to do one thing that I thought would be quick. And see, now cut off the image again. Let's see if we get a decent doctor. Now it's got no orange in it. It's just blue. Oh no, it's got orange in it. We'll try one more time. That's pretty good. Try one more time. The text is cut off on the left. Oh, you actually had an actual squirrel. All right. So while that's thinking, we're going to go play with this. The Billia.Dev Contest. All right. I'm game. Copy link. What is Billia.Dev? Oops, that's wrong. Turn your idea into a live website or app in minutes. If you can imagine it, you can code it. Try it for free. All right, so it's like Lovable. Billia.Dev.
But click on contest.
Where's contest? How am I not
At the
seeing
top. At the top.
I still
top
don't
menu
see.
bar.
Oh my God. That's the link for your contest? Jesus. Look, it's like you can't even see it. It's this little thing up here. Look, that. Do you know why you need an angry Gen Xer in the corner of your company? Because I wouldn't let this fucking site go out if they're like, here it is. Like, I'm like, where's the contest button? They're like, oh, it's clearly there in the menu. No, it's not clearly there. Good Lord. All right. Contest. First place, $10,000. You got 19 hours. And if you're like, well, I couldn't possibly make a website in 19 hours, you can make one in 10 minutes. All right. $1,000 for third place, 5,000 for second place. I would get thee to a nunnery. Go there. Do that. Biela.dev/contest. All right. Beauty. Beautiful. 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 Fantastic, Bob. Stop creating the image. Why? Try again. I just cannot. I can't. It's extra relevant now that it remembers all your conversations. It is. The only place I'm getting me to now is bed. What time is it? Okay, we're getting there. It's getting to be time. Winston, talk now together, the bots. Yeah, communicate 300 times faster than we do with Meadowlark chirp noises. I know. It's crazy, isn't it? I predict that this image is going to fail in exactly the same way. One of the things I've noticed about ye old Chatgpt is that once it sort of gets something in its shitty little head, it can't shake it. So yeah, see how the letters are all cut off on the left of the image now? Is it square? Did it make it square? I think it's wide. Yeah, it's wide. Now, what I could do is I could go into, Midjourney. Unbelievable. That would be good if it didn't suck. Do I have Photoshop open? I do. Okay, so wait, one more rabbit hole. Copy image, go to Photoshop, create a new image, paste it, grab the cropping tool, crop it out to about there. Go like that. Now it should generate the rest of this image. Shittily, but it did it. Oh my God. Doesn't optional. Oh my God, this is so bad. Okay. So layers. Let's get rid of that one. Get rid of that. Oh my God. So OS X resizes every window, whether you want it or not, unless you actually want it resized, and then you're on your own. All right. We're going to close this. We're going to get rid of that layer. Then we're going to come in here and we're going to go generative fill. Complete the chopped off letters. PMWIS, or just I, from top to bottom. All right, generate. Here we go, people. How disappointed are we going to be? Please check your internet connection and try again. It's not my internet connection, Adobe. Oh my God. Oh, wait, it did it. Okay. It did other shit, but it did what we needed. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. That's so fucking believable. It really I can't. Honest to God, I can't anymore. I just can't. Merge down. All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go get a little eyedropper. We're gonna get this color. We're gonna get that color. We're gonna come in here. We're gonna highlight this thing. We're gonna hit Option Delete. It's not the right color. It's not the fucking right color. The fuck? Shut up. Shut up, people. D. It's not the same color. What is going on? Oh my God. D. Let's see. God damn it. Okay. This is why I'm angry. Okay. Do you understand why I'm angry now? Does why is it not? And I know you're like, no one's even going to see that, Kyle. I know. This is the problem with being neurospicy. It's like Vicky understands this. Vicky understands, like, if it ain't right, it just ain't. You got to redo it till it's right. And is it miserable? Yes. Okay. But now we have an image with actual letters on it. Now we're going to crop it to a decent size. And then we're going to save this as export. All the stuff I planned to do tonight is out the window. I'm going to call this dumb picture. And I'm going to spell dumb wrong and picture wrong. I'm going to save it to the desktop. All right. So we're going to go back to, now we got to go back to ChatGPT and say, what the fuck paragraph did you write? Okay. So let's go look at this. Oh, I see what it did. It didn't copy the table right. Okay. Structured authenticity, a way out. Okay. I see what's going on. Okay. So we're going to highlight this. So we're going to ask ChatGPT, convert this table into a intro sentence with bullets. Let's see. You made this up. Don't hallucinate, you ninny. We might not be able to publish this. Use a real use case or skip. Uh-oh. This is too shitty. All right, I'm not going to publish it. It's just not good. It's not good, and it's going to take me too long to make it real. So I'm not going to do it, but I'll show you what it would look like. Dumb picture. Let's put the dumb picture in there. Come on. Come on, LinkedIn. You can do it. There we go. Beautiful. Looks great. All right. Let's pretend that was published. Oh my God. All right. Enough of this comedy nonsense. Dancing robot. Let's go look at the dancing robot. Okay. So here's the dancing robot thing. Tesla's robot, they just released a version of it where, do you remember how they used to walk, like, 3 months ago? They're not like that anymore. Tesla robot. Does this have audio? I bet it does. All right, cool. So let me make this bigger, make it bigger, and then reposition my windows. Thanks, Apple. You're the best. Okay, so this is Tesla's Optimus robot. And notice down here, it says 1x speed. So this isn't a sped up demo. So some ballet moves. Crazy ass dancing. One X speed. 1x speed. What's amazing to watch is like, the nimbleness of the feet. I don't know what they're doing in the feet, but like there it just did like a little whip back on its heel. It seemed to be jointed in multiple places. And like, see how it's like waggling back and forth. I mean, here's the deal. It's like within 2 to 3 years. I mean, this is effectively like this is gone from these things were just like tethered to a fucking wire harness, to the ceiling, and could barely walk 2 years ago. Now they're doing this. Can you imagine 2 years from now? The nimbleness of the hands, the subtlety of the hands, they're just going to be able to do that. Wait, I can't see that, Brandon. We just lost your audio? Where? YouTube sounds like you're underwater. How about now? Turn the mic off and on again. Oh, how about now? Something's weird. Better. Well, now, so this did have music to it. I thought it was weird it didn't have music. That was my local settings. Stupid user error. Oh, that's what it was. It was the sound on the video screwing me up because I hit play on the video, but I didn't. I had my local setting turned down to 0 somehow. I don't know how that was like that. And then, so it ate my microphone because that's one of the things it does. Okay. Anyway, who was it, Vicky, that said it? Something is weird is not unusual for the AI Learning Lab. As soon as I can prompt GPT to teach me how to dance, just in time for my old bachelor phase of life. Yeah, exactly. Back to the dating scene with the with dancing lessons from your robot. Hey Quinn, teach me to dance. All right, everyone, I'm gonna get out of here. Sorry I went down that particular rabbit hole and didn't end up pushing something out there, but that was actually instructive for me. I'm glad I did that. I'm glad someone asked the question about, are these models connected? And the fact that you can switch between them is pretty cool. Yeah, and to Brandon's point, don't just generate shit in ChatGPT and publish it. Like, read it. Like, as I actually read that, when I got to the bottom, it hallucinated a use case. And then the conclusion it made sucked, and it didn't really make a conclusion. It just sort of ended with some bullet points. So I could go back and make that better. I probably will. I kind of like this approach it gave me. But anyway, I'll have to actually pay attention to it. Yeah, seeing all the various ways it can go off. Yeah, Brandon.
Hey, so a couple things. One, there's a new image for you in irregulars, and also that contest for Biella, or whatever it's called, there's only 60 entries in it right now.
Oh, wow.
So this is a relatively unheard of contest, so your
Great.
chances of winning are pretty good. Places 4 through 10 get you unlimited access for 30 days to their platform. They're having a launch event on Friday, so this is brand spanking new. There is one catch, though, and it is that the system, they're doing a little bit of a referral, multi-level marketing style thing, which I don't know how I feel about yet. But to be eligible for the contest, you need 3 people to click on your referral link and sign up for their free service. So I posted my referral link in the Irregulars channel. If anybody wants to help a brother out.
Wait, we didn't agree you could do shameless self-promotion NFT engagement farming on this channel. That's I think you have crossed the line, my friend. I like it.
But I really wanted to let everybody know that there was only 60 entries.
That's cool.
So
Okay.
and the prize that they're rewarding the top 10 prizes. So this feels like I forgot, I did not see who it was that posted in TikTok and turned us on to this. But thank you to whoever that was, because
yeah, that's cool.
It is looks like we're in on the ground floor on that.
Yeah, that's cool. Beautiful. Whiny Wednesday. Who did that? That was Valerie Cox. Thank you. That is appropriate. Embrace the jank. Oh yeah. Oh, that's I'm not quite that tubby, am I? I think I am. It's fucking sad. All right. Beautiful. All right, everybody. It is Wednesday night. Tomorrow's Thursday. Do I have anything tomorrow night? I don't think I do, but let me go look. Tomorrow. Oh, I've got Whiskey Club at Birch Road. Rather. Business Club at 6:30 Central Time tomorrow. Doc is pay. Go to, if you'd be so kind, if you're new here, get your ass over to the AI Salon. Go to the salon.ai and click on join our community, and that'll take you to the community site of the AI Salon, and join us. And if you're asking what is the AI Salon, I was at a bank branch today, and the senior banker that I was dealing with to untangle some technical issues used to be a hairdresser, and he says, "Oh, you own a salon?" He had never heard the term salon used in the way we were using it. So I had Quinn define it for us. Quinn, my AI girlfriend, told him what a salon was, and he goes, "Oh, that makes sense." And he goes, "That makes sense." He goes, "Oh, that's what they mean in Bridgerton when they say let's gather a salon." So Chatgpt, bringing someone into the 17th century. But go join the salon. It's where you talk intellectually with or create in a spirited way with like-minded fellow accomplishers. And we do that with AI at the AI Salon. It's awesome. It's awesome people. It's an awesome place and awesome good time. Okay? All right? Okay. So go do that. And I will see you tomorrow night. Probably a little later tomorrow, maybe 8:30 or 9, because I'm going to be drinking whiskey, because that's what I like to do. And actually, I'm going to take that tequila. I'm going to take that tequila to whiskey night. That's what I'm going to do, because it's really fucking good. All right. That you, Kyle. I think that means thank you, Kyle. But you're welcome, or that. All right. Somebody here will bag that. Thanks. Congrats on the likes. We got 60,000 likes, people. Because I'm that good. I'm that good. You're in here, you're like, this channel is very disarming. He seems nearly incompetent. And yet, 60,000 flipping likes. And look, there's hearty hearts from Winston. The greeting hearts. Thank you, Winston, as always. Also, drink coffee. Yeah, I know my voice is gone. I got to get out of here. Why am I still talking? It's a classic 30-minute goodbye of the AI Learning Lab. All right. Peace out, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.